Hello everybody, Two for Life here with another Devpro Duel video compilation. Gonna turn this down because it's loud. Alrighty, so this is with my I can't speak today, guys. Melodious. And I really love Melodious. I've been playing the deck since, not really since it came out, since honestly, whenever it first came out, I had 3 monsters and it really was not all that great. But, however, the newer stuff has been really pumping up the deck, and now that it can do fusion, it's just so awesome. Anyway, so yeah, going against Dragon Roller hands, I don't really know what to call it very much, honestly. I don't know why I went into the big dude. I would have been more concerned if he kept out the 3 guys, especially the ice hands, since I was worried about that big time. Anyway, so yeah, what I just did there, for those who don't know, I activated Valhalla to special summon out Mazarda. Mazarda is kind of like the main monster in the deck, although you can really only play 2. If you put in more than that, it gets inconsistent. And what this basically does is you can special summon any Melodious monster from your hand once per turn. Okay, now Melodious they're pretty much useless when they're normal summoned. They heavily rely on special summons, and you have to really kind of find ways to do it because aside from Mozarda and a few that can special summon themselves while you have another out on field, they don't really have very many ways themselves to special summon well, they're all ladies. More copies of them from the hand, or the deck, or the grave, or whatever. But Mozarda is one of your main ways. And I summoned out Sopranos. Sopranos is one of the new ones. Some of you might have not heard of her. Basically, what she does is whenever you see a special summon, you can target any Melodious monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Also, I can use her and one other Melodious monster I control on the field for a fusion summon without having to use Poly. So, that is really nice. And the monster I went into is the deck's new boss monster, and it's honestly one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen. I swear, I love that card art. I want to get this card, partly because I want to build the deck, partly because, but mainly because I want that card art. It's so beautiful. This is Loom Diva, the Melodious Muse, and I kind of prefer Songstress, which is Japanese name, but hey, whatever. Muse is cool too. Anyway, so I need some Maestra and a Melodious monster, basically a level 7 or higher Melodious and a level 5 or lower. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, you take no damage from battles involving it. If this card battles an opponent's special summon monster, after damage calculation, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between this card's original attack and your opponent's original attack, and destroy that opponent's monster. Now, what's nice about this is that a lot of the Melodious monsters increase attack and stuff. And that goes for all Melodious monsters, so like there's one that increases all of them by 500. So it counts original attack. So yeah, sure, you can pump her up a lot, but however, it only counts that original attack, and she's got a low 1000. So therefore, you can dish out a lot of damage to your opponent. And not being able to be destroyed by anything is awesome. Now, he's basically just stole it and is trying to push for game. Luckily, that does not let your opponent attack, and I still have stuff to do that I can do. Now, I'm going to do something that people would probably hang me for, honestly, if I ever did it in a tournament. I summon out Honest and use turns to modify on it, summon out Elegy from my deck. Elegy is a pretty cool one. All supposed to summon Melodious monsters you control, cannot be destroyed by card effects, and while it's on the field, all fairy type monsters you control gain 300 attack. I'm mainly just trying to push for damage here. So I activate her effect and killed Redox and then run over Water Dragon. He tries to steal that. Not that it would have helped him at all because Regeki would not help him and this would not help him. So anyways, I just poke, and the funny thing about Regeki is that right now that card is nothing for this deck. Well, for my field because well, she can't be destroyed by card effects in general, and she cannot be destroyed because she was special summoned. Anyway, so yeah, I attack into Redox and blew it up for 600, which is always nice. Alright, so I'm going first, and I open up kind of bad, but hey. Now, the card I activated here is Solo First Movement, or First Movement Solo, doesn't really matter, same thing. If I control no monsters, I can summon out any level 4 or lower Melodious monster from my hand or deck. And you can only activate one per turn. You cannot special summon any monsters the turn you activate this except except Melodious monsters, and I tend to forget that last bit, so I'll do a play and I'll forget about it. I'm like, oh wait, can't do that. So I summon out Arya, and Arya is one of your main go-to monsters due to the simple fact that whenever while it's face up on the field, provided it was special summoned, all Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or be destroyed by battle. Now the key thing about this is that it forms a lock with Elegy over here, who makes it to where all Melodious monsters you control that were special summoned on not being able to be destroyed by card effects. So basically it gets down to the point where if you have both of these on the field and they're both special summoned, your opponent cannot destroy them by battle, they cannot be targeted by card effects, and they cannot be destroyed by card effects. Meaning, your opponent's only option to get rid of them is if they activate a card that shuffles stuff back into the deck without targeting, or if they activate something that like banishes everything without targeting. Now, yeah, that being said, I have called Haunted, so next turn I can get out Arya from grave. Now, I will say that shuffle everything on field will come in play later, because I will say this, he does summon Rainbow Dragon, and I forget that I can't attack because he has like Mirror Force out, and yeah, it's not very fun. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just poking for damage, or he's trying to. With Advanced Dark out on the field, it's kind of hard to do that if he has a monster. One of the reasons why I like the card so much. So I send Starter Greed to the grave to draw 2. I play Starter Greed mainly just simply to try and get more cards into my hand. I don't want to play Upstart because I don't want my opponent gaining life points, and honestly, it really doesn't do very much for the deck. You could switch it out if you really wanted to, but I like Starter Greed better. I don't mind waiting 2 turns, especially in this deck, which is a complete and total stall deck, by the way. So now, yeah, he's purposely kamikazing his stuff so he can get everything in grave he needs to summon out Rainbow Dragon, which, honestly, if I was in his situation, I would too, because Rainbow Dragon he needs, and he summons it out. And here I completely forget about Swords of Revealing Light. I felt like a total idiot there, which I was, honestly. And yeah, he uses Rainbow Dragon's second effect to banish all Crystal Beasts in his graveyard, shuffle everything on the field back into the deck. And for the next turn or 2, I draw into nothing. I don't want to summon out Soprano because I couldn't do anything, and I had a feeling that he had probably a Pegasus or something in his hand, and that was just going to be annoying. So, yeah, he keeps using Turtle's effect. That's the one thing I like about Turtle. You can just keep poking and then shuffling back, like putting him in defense and stuff. So right now I'm maybe trying to bait out that Crystal Horde effect, because Crystal Horde gets kind of annoying if your opponent is smart about it. Now, I don't understand why he didn't try poking for damage again for some reason. Anyway, so yeah, just trying to get going on my stuff again. He plays Rainbow Dark too. Oh my god. Honestly, I don't think Rainbow Dark is worth playing in the deck. Just saying. And if you're going to play Rainbow Dragon, play Malefic Rainbow Dragon. Just saying. Okay, if you're playing Crystal Beast, not in Melodious, that'd be stupid. Dark World, I hate Dark World so much. Swap. So I opened up terribly. Oh my god, I swear my deck hates me sometimes. But I do get lucky with the Transmodify, so I use Transmodify on Sonata over here to go into Arya. I guess we'll probably talk about Sonata. It's a very simple monster. If I control Melodious, I can special summon it, and while this special summon card is on the field, all fairy type monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, which is really nice. And as I said, those stack, and you can get your monsters to some pretty high attack power. So now I summon out Soprano because I have a play in mind here. And I was hoping that, okay, as long as he doesn't pop stuff with Grapha, which he can't even do because he can't target them, that should be fine. So now, this card right here made everything even better. I drew into Photon Lead. Now, if you guys don't know what Photon Lead does, it's a quick play spell card. If I can, basically, I can just special summon any level 4 lower light monster from my hand in a face-up attack position. So I drew it off my 2 monsters for Mozarda over here and use her effect to special summon out Sopina. And I'm pretty much guaranteeing you I'm missaying that name. Basically, what Sopina does is once per turn I can target a light fairy type monster in my graveyard, add it to my hand. You cannot activate monster effects to turn you activate this effect, except for the effects of light monsters. Now, my main thing that I like about using this card with is being able to recycle Honest every single turn. I'm not even joking about this. It can get ridiculous with the Honest locks you can do with this thing. Anyway, so I add back Arya, and I use this special amount of Arya, so I can start protecting my stuff again. Because whenever you're doing against Dark World, you gotta keep that graph in mind. And wow, he just keeps drawing those gates, which would be really good for him if he could draw a Fiend type monster to discard. So I'm just gonna poke at, like, run over everything, hit him for 3,400 with Mozarta and 2,000 from Sonata. Wow, I have a 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Out on the field. Yep, can't speak today. Melodious versus Hieratic Synchro. I think that's what he was playing. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I dueled against him, and all I saw was Cherry Yamato and Hieratic Dragon. So I activate Fahala, and he MSTs that. And this skill drain here, skill drain kills like so many other decks I'm trying to play test. Looking at his deck, I don't get why he's playing skill drain, honestly. So he summons out his 2 Cherry Yamatos. Honestly, whenever I saw the Cherry Yamato, I really thought that he was playing like Slifer or something, and hey, look at that. Oh, okay, I don't really get what he's trying to do here, but oh well. So I can't get over that. I use Sharded Greed's effects, get my 2 cards, summon out that, tribute for her, summon her, use her effect, try to do that, he skill drains. Which honestly kind of hurts him more than it does me right now. Well, just for this right instant, because I could attack over his Gachi. But however, it did really hurt me in the end because I really just could not do anything. This deck relies so heavily on their monster effects that it just drives me insane whenever somebody puts that skill drain. But luckily for me, he has nothing that he can just summon right now. Okay, I've always liked Phantom Dragon, like, his effect-wise, but his stats are terrible. Oh, wait, no. 2 of your monster sums cannot be used. Okay, yeah. I thought it was 2 of your opponent's monster sums cannot be used. Oh, I totally misread that. Okay, yeah, I don't like Phantom Dragon anymore. Why is he playing that? Melodious versus Lightsworn. Yay, Lightsworn. Well, it's like more Lightsworn Dragon Roars and stuff. With some Sodals, apparently. So he does that. And that. You know, typical Lightsworn stuff. And I basically got the lockdown going. The instant he draws a card, I'm going to flip a called a Haunted. I try to do that just so that, like, my opponent can't, like, do anything and I don't have a response. That being said, though, if he did have MST, that would have been bad. He tried to Black Rose, that didn't go over too well. I honestly thought this would be a Raiko whenever I was dueling him. And it's not. So I switch Arya to defense and kind of just end my turn. Soul Charge, yay! Oh, the special summons. Michael, or as the Japanese from High School DxD like to pronounce it, Mikhail. If any of you have ever seen that, so awesome. I love that anime. It's not safe for kids though, so if you're like under 18, don't watch it. So yeah, he banished my Sharded Greed. Wait, no, he didn't. He Judgment Dragon did it. I don't know why he banished it. I have had people banish it though. It was funny. So he just gained himself there terribly. I just end turn, boom. Now, if he had summoned out, I can't remember her name, but basically Chun-Li, he probably would have been able to do something there. Now, you'll notice I called this summon because I really did not know what it was. But now, wow, what is up with the Soul Charge card? It looks different. But yeah, now that I look at it, it looks just like rank 1 beatdown or something. I don't know. Oh, Piper Chaos, that's what it is. I'm an idiot. Stand still, I hate you. I really do hate Snatch Steal. Now, obviously he's going to chain max C here. I just summon out my Arya and attack and then end turn. Now, if he was smart here, he would have summoned Veiler and then Cruiser swaps, but no. So I'm just going special summon crazy, trying to get as much damage on board as possible, and he drops track. Fun. It's fun, guys. Fun. So now he sets a bunch of stuff. Honestly, if I were him, I would have kept everything in my hand, except for maybe that bottomless. Probably would have MST'd to start a greed, but hey, whatever. People almost never MST'd. So now he summons this little dude and creature swaps, and I'm just like, okay, I have a monster I don't really care for right now. And yeah, that is pretty much game. Yeah, he quits there. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day, everybody. I will be doing a deck profile of this most likely tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to be working on my Performer Pals. I'm still testing that out. I do have a train deck that, as you can see, I've been playtesting over here. Yeah. And I've been liking the train deck a lot. I sadly have not been able to get enough duel videos of it yet to really be able to make a duel video compilation like this. So I think I might just go straight into the deck profile for probably later this week. I don't know. I'm going to be very, very busy since I have 2 essays to write. Yay! Fun essays. School. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Please have a great day, and see you guys later.